there's basically two primary languages used for iOS development. You have Objective-C and you have Swift. But Apple is tilting towards Swift more these days because it is more simpler to understand for users. Then you have Android development. So in Android development is basically building Android applications or building Android applications. So basically, when you build an application for iOS, you can't really use it on your Android phone because they are packaged in different. The programming language is different. The way it is breaking the code down on the virtual machine is different, and the way it's compiling the code to machine language is different. So on Android devices, you build your Android apps with Kotlin or Java. So Java is Java is the old way of doing things, just like in iOS that you have Objective-C, that is the old way of doing things. And Google are tilting too much towards Kotlin rather than Java. So on 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 Android, you have frameworks that you can also use for building for building Android applications. And um, the first one that I'll talk about is probably the old way of doing things. So the old way of doing things in Android development is using the native Android using the native Android Java code. And this was, I can't really remember the name, what it was called now. But the new way of doing things is using Jetpack Compose. So Jetpack Compose is a way of building application, just like um, how I said in iOS development, they are moving towards a simpler approach for building application, a way that is less verbose, like don't have to write much code to do. So Google are also doing the same thing. But there's a bridge between these two. There are mobile applications that you can build that will be able to run on both Android and iOS simultaneously, and these are called cross-platform applications. So cross-platform applications are